So one of the things that I am picking up is that you are definitely assessing a situation. And this could definitely be work related. There may be a situation in terms where that you have been doing something for a long time and you are now considering something new, possibly something new that you really love. And you're having a difficulty. I'm very much focused here, like going back and forth, back and forth. And this also could be, we have two fours here. And you might be concerned of, whether or not if you were to do this new venture, if you could even afford the home or paying the bills. Or another way I'm reading this is there may be a decision in terms of moving. So you may be waiting to hear about a work opportunity and whether or not you get it, and that determines whether or not you move. You may be ready to move, but your house hasn't sold yet. Or there's something that needs to be let go of in order for you to move forward. And it's like, you can't make that decision yet. The Emperor's here in reverse. So there could be a dynamic. This also could be very much that I'm picking up. This could be a family environment or even a family business, and you're wanting to go out on your own. But at the same time, I'm looking at this as very much like a father figure, grandfather figure that may not be sitting right. And possibly this has led to some arguments or some fighting or battles or harsh words spoken. But I feel that for some of you, this is definitely regarding possibly a relationship. And what direction do we want to go in? Are we going to possibly get married or engaged? And some of you may even be feeling kind of like, am I ever going to find the guy that I'm getting married to? I mean, it's kind of, could just be that you just want to kind of give up, or maybe there's somebody in your life that keeps going back and forth, or they're doing something that is not allowing the relationship to move forward, and you're feeling very much stuck. Now, one thing I'm feeling, though, is that by standing back and assessing and looking at the situation from a different perspective might be very helpful. I also feel with especially like a decision to be made, there may be some contemplation of traveling, and you may meet somebody while traveling, or you're contemplating like you've met somebody and do you want to go and meet up with them? That's another way that I'm also reading this. But it's like, if that's the case and you're already involved with somebody, it would be best to resolve the first situation than before going on and bringing a third person into the picture. I'm just saying that because of the Emperor in reverse and the 4 here, because this speaks to foundation, structure, and stability and family and new beginnings. So I definitely feel that, and this speaks to home. This also speaks, and I think I already said this, I already said about moving. I do feel that some of you may be reluctant in moving. Now, whether this is a spiritual move or an actual physical move, mental or emotional, it's going to be different for everyone. But I feel that And for some of you, since this is the underlying theme, when I look at this, I just feel that you possibly are feeling undervalued in the workplace or within the family, and that maybe somehow your gifts are not being recognized or they're being diminished, what you have to offer. So it's like possibly it could be your boss isn't seeing that, hasn't seen what you have put into the foundations of a business, or maybe a family member. There's fights within the home. This could be a partner, definitely representative of a marriage that maybe has gotten a little topsy-turvy. That's why it's in reverse, that they're not seeing what you have to offer. So, and that has led to arguments or harsh words, lack of communication, possibly jealousy even. I'm just very much focused on the green. And some of you I'm also picking up thinking of like rebuilding, restructuring, or possibly even downsizing. Could just be that, I don't know. I feel like maybe money or finances could possibly be an issue, or something is draining finances or within the home. Maybe there's too many expenses, and so you're thinking of moving, but like your partner doesn't want to move or something like that. Maybe that you have to move. It's not a choice. So, but I also get this feeling of you have that balance is going to be very important, and that there are some gifts that possibly I feel that you have that. And I feel like this is spiritual, because I'm almost seeing like this as a crystal ball. Some of you may have gifts that you're not using or that you're thinking about using, but yet there's only so much time of the day. You've got a family and you can't quit your job to go and do this exploration or something new. And this very well, or, could be something magical or having to do with, I don't know, just, scrying or something like that. Well, let's see what's in the outcome position, because I have no idea what this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Well, something is coming to an end. Because this represents to me, it's the end of a cycle, but this is an ending, obviously, or some type of a loss. So this may be loss of a home due to finances. Oh, Scorpio. I don't really like this card. Now, remember, every card, though, has its dark and its light. And what I want to say is that I'm very much focused here on there's still gold, there's still yellow, there's room for hope. But I wonder if this very much, that I almost feel like this is possibly dealing with some kind of a loss in March. So it could be a fine. Yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like it's more finances or financial, but it could very much have to do with, let me just see here. You know what? I want to get some clarity on this. Let me see what I want to do here. Okay. I'm just going to put out some more cards. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. All right. I wanted to do that. Let me move this. I'm not going to read card for card or anything like that. I wanted to get an idea of what this kind of is about. I feel that I remember I was saying that I felt like it was financial. Now, it's not going to be the same for everybody. There's definitely, I feel like something happens, especially with this. I mean, look, we have 2 2s here. And then we have the number 12, which reduces down to a 3. It may be that there is an ending in terms of a relationship or a marriage. I just have to say that. I'm going to be honest. It's obviously, this is a very general reading, so please keep that in mind. The Emperor is in reverse here. And I feel like the challenge is there's just something that's been going back and forth. And I feel like somebody is hanging on literally by a thread in terms of some type of behavior. I don't know. I'm also picking this up that this may be very much greed or financially. I keep getting finances. I don't know if somebody's job comes to an end because of something that they've done. And I feel like reckless behavior. So I'm almost feeling like, I don't know if somebody was doing something in the workplace they weren't supposed to be doing. And to a great degree that this is something they've brought on themselves, especially with the Emperor being in reverse and not using logic, not being in control of something, of some type of behavior. And with the Fool, things got very reckless. So not maintaining boundaries. So this is within a structure or within the family, and it's upset people. And that is why it's almost like I just heard history repeats itself. So this could definitely be a situation where there was cheating going on. We do have the Devil here. But I'm also feeling this in terms of, I don't know, I feel like somebody possibly was doing something with money in the workplace. Now, I'm not saying that this is you, but you may hear of this or this may affect you in some way. And that's why this card is in reverse. It could also be that there is the foundations of a business being moved and or sold or contemplation of selling. And, that's why this ending is coming up. But, this 10 reduces to a 1. And look at what we have here. So there's possibly loss of finances or loss of something. Might be loss of somebody, not wanting to move forward. So a relationship ends. It's very much stuck. The Knight of Pentacles is moving forward here cautiously. Here, there's no movement. And that's why something ends. May also be that someone or something from the past comes back, and that's why something ends. But then we have this beautiful card. As I said, the 10 reduces down to a 1, and there's a new beginning, hope for a new beginning. Now, I want to say that this, for me, usually represents like March, April, or May. So this ending may be taken place. It may have taken place already for some of you, but something is going to turn around that leads to a new opportunity in March, April, or May spring is kind of what I get. And there's a new offer or a new beginning. So out of this darkness, there is hope. and there is light. Look at all this gold. There's still light up ahead. So I really want to emphasize on that. But I feel like, there is somebody that possibly, and with the devil here, that there could be some type of addiction. I'm also picking up with money and finances dwindling. I wonder if I don't know. I keep getting squandering money or taking money. I don't know if somebody with the Wheel of Fortune has a gambling problem and it has really affected finances, or somebody just has some type of addiction where they're spending a lot of money and it's really affected the home. And it can be anything. It can be any kind of addiction: food, sex, drugs, alcohol. And there's very much a need for balance. So this may not be you. This could be a family member, because we have the fours, the Emperor here. And very much by listening to your intuition, this will help you or help guide you in March. This may also be a behavior the Emperor has been having for a while, or have something to do with his past, his childhood, or something like that. But I know I said I wasn't going to go through all the cards, and I think I have. But anyway, so just remember this card. That's what I want you to focus on. And there's something going back and forth. It's like, and especially if it's something negative, to let go of it. So really focus on springtime, because there's a new beginning in love, possibly in opportunities regarding work. It may be that this job comes to an end that you've been doing for a long time, and due to finances or whatever the situation is, and you start something new. It's like in your hands. So, and it could also be just a new opportunity that comes in for work that you will be at for a long time. And I'm also seeing this possibly, again, as something spiritual, almost like a crystal ball. That there is hope in the future. Maybe that's why I'm seeing a crystal ball. There's hope in the future. All right, Scorpio. I hope this brings you some guidance. And thank you so much for watching. And I do look forward to our next reading. So, all right, take good care of yourself. Bye.